It's Group B for the winter season finale, brought to you by FACEIT. And Twister gets maybe the red, but will Cypher let him? Oh, he does the rocket jump over. Cypher misses the damage. And Twister actually gets away there, unscathed. 0 damage done by Cypher. It's a good situation here for Twister. Oh, not quite. I almost expect every rocket to hit from Cypher when an opponent becomes airborne, but not the case there. Cypher up the stairs, throwing some grenades behind him to cover his ass there, but it's not going to work. Twister is on the other side, railing and railing. Cypher moving his way onto the Mega. Mega's not for a while though, so Twister has to be careful about the fights that he picks, because right now he took a fight when the Mega wasn't really coming up. I mean, wouldn't it have been better for him to like delay that a little bit until like he could have a chance to maybe jump on it mid fight or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he just didn't know, or he didn't remember when it was coming up in that case. But
Cypher with the pickup on the red, and right now, oh my god, he gets caught by a rogue Twister. Very good indeed. So Twister trying to make things work, trying to make some plays. See, and actually the plays are, whoa, there's the damage right there.
That's the speed again. I know Twister for.
And right there, Twister even lands more rails, putting Cypher down very low. And Cypher, did he miss the jump there? Was that a missed jump into a rail hit, or is it?
No, I think he slid down there.
He just dived for it.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's another connection. Cypher making Twister's life very difficult. Twister hit some good shots so far though, and he needs to hit more though. He's not hitting as much as typically we would expect from him. Only hitting 42% right now. So Twister should up his rail percentage. Be really nice, because when he does actually start hitting in a comfortable realm for himself, it starts becoming like his game starts speeding up even more. It starts becoming like really interesting to watch. And Cypher right there is poised, postured around this red armor, so he's going to pick that one up finally after getting some damage, some pressure, some angles onto his opponent. The Mega coming up in 15. Everything's coming up in 15 seconds or so. So should Twister be waiting to take a fight around an item, or should he be doing?
Yeah, so I mean, sadly, Twister can't do right now what he did at the beginning of the map, which is to kind of like, you know, go for some crazy, unexpected combo, just because he's so outnumbered in health and armor. So unfortunately, he has to play a little bit more patient right now, I think. He needs to either do a lot of damage in Cypher when he exits the red. Actually, it looks like Cypher's. I thought Cypher might be giving him the red, but no, this is really bad for Twister now, because now he's lost the yellow too. So unless he can somehow sneak the red, he's not in good shape.
He's going to be scared of Cypher now after the performances Cypher's had today. They've been immaculate, and there's another impressive for Cypher. He's hitting some great accuracies, and he's looking really confident. His movement is fluid. He's got some good feeling and rhythm and pace to him. And Cypher right now also has 200 on aerial walk. So that sucks, right? When would you let your opponent get to 200 on aerial walk?
Yeah, I mean it can be hard here, because you know he is hitting a lot of his rails, and he's playing very aware of the yellow armor. So that doesn't really give you much to work with. You know, you need to do something special when your opponent's doing something like that. All right, so there I think he slipped up a little bit. Maybe he didn't need to let that yellow get out, but it's not going to matter at all. We'll go back and get the red. It's a pretty nice grenade combo. Yeah,
definitely. There's a bunch of grenade damage going in, but he's so stacked. Wow, he's taking a lot of damage for this this kill so far, but it's as long as he gets the whoa Twister for the play on the red. That's really nice. That's a really nice play. He steals it away, and then now he has to be aggressive. I think I mentioned before, sometimes I don't think that he's aggressive enough in situations where he has a follow-up, but hopefully this isn't one of them. But it looks like that, because he needs to get himself in the open. It's risky, but he's got to get some damage on the Cypher because he took a risk, right, to get the red, and that's a great play, but only if it's part one of a series of things that encompass the entire play, which should involve some follow-ups and extra damage to come on somewhere else down the line. But this didn't happen, and now Cypher just makes it into more frags. He's like, okay, whatever, I lost some armor, whatever, I can still get frags.
Yeah, I mean, the red play it cost them a point. It gave him a stack advantage when he spawned in the yellow, but it kept him at a weapon disadvantage, and Cypher did a good job taking advantage of that by denying the rocket and rail up top.
Mega even did get stolen away there by Twister. He's got a yellow to work with as well. He actually catches Cypher in a close range engagement. That's going to work out really well for him, but 69 health remaining and 50 armor after the pickups. And he's doing a decent job, but he's actually very low, and I think Cypher's very, very cognizant of this fact as he is poised below the red armor area with the railgun out and ready. Approaching 6 minutes now, and Cypher's got a really commanding lead. It is Airwalk though, so 9 frags for a lead is not something to be too smug about. And I'm sure Cypher is anything but smug right now. Probably got a very serious look on his face as he tries to contest with Twister, and Twister taking some nasty grenade pain there. Cypher picks up this red, and here comes Twister for the contestation of this item, this area, but then he's going to back away, and Cypher's looking really set up for a kill very soon. But the rails will delay things, they will make life very difficult for him. And Cypher,
he pushes in.
The defense on the Mega seems to pay off, seems to work out for him nicely though.
Yeah. I mean, Twister did have an advantage there if he had pushed in just a little bit earlier for the Mega. Again, like you were saying, just sometimes it seems like he needs to better realize when he has an advantage.
And now he just takes a lot of damage. 9 health remaining. Cypher could just have machine gunned him down, but I guess not too aware that he was screaming at that point. Just missing a long range rail. You hear the click as the ammunition runs out. So no more rail for Twister. And Cypher trying to come in for the frag. Actually, no, he just steals the yellow, so and even gets some of the greens as well. So Twister's going to get nothing.
Oh, that's not going to end well.
Twister gets death. That's all he is allowed on Airwalk against Cypher. It's looking quite convincing so far. Cypher's form is looking really good. And 10 frags. Twister has got to find a way in. I've heard from many people how hard it can be to play Cypher generally, but also on Airwalk though. How he can find the damage in places where others just cannot. Especially when he's out of control. And there is some more nice rail hits. Twister is not looking good. Did you catch what the second map was?
Nope.
Okay, well it will remain a surprise then. But we will find out in 2 minutes as this one closes out. But yeah, Cypher looks really dominant, really comfortable here, and it's not looking too bad for his chances to. Well, I mean, he should go through the group, I think. I mean, he's won all of his games. He beat Pavel, he beat Evil, and he beats Twister, right? So he's 3-0.
He wins.
So he is going to be the winner of the group.
So he should play Demon, I guess.
Although we can't talk too soon. I mean, he'll be through no matter what, I think, right?
Yeah.
But more or less, unless it's a three-way tie or something. But he will still be comfortable. A comfortable position to be someone who makes it through to the single limb bracket, which is nice to see. And Cypher's had some disappointing results in some of the FACEIT Cups, something that you wouldn't expect from him, losing to, I wouldn't say random players, but players like Cypher is a legendary name. The guy has done incredible stuff in the game of Quake. So expectations for him are very, very high. And there, a nice rail there onto Twister from Cypher as well, showing his aim is on fire. The flurry of shots. And Twister, he's got a chance though still to win. I mean, he's got another map, well, another 2 maps that he could win. So it's not all over yet. We shouldn't just start. Oh yeah, Cypher's won the entire series. Like after the first half's like even over. Right. But we'll see how that transpires. I would imagine that this was his pick. That would be the thing that makes the most sense to me.
Yeah, it is one of his favorite maps.
But I could also see him picking like Furious Heights or something.
He's getting warmed up.
Yeah, nothing like an A map for some warm up. And as we go to the closing moments of this one, GGs will be exchanged momentarily. And yeah, there's not much to say about a game like this, really, is there? I mean, basically Cypher just more or less outclassed Twister. and with, you know, superior aim and movement and just tactical decision making, he was able to better his opponent. And that was the victory for the first map on Airwalk between Cypher and Twister. Is there anything you could add to that summary, do you think?
No, I mean, I think Cypher's, most of his lead came from about a 4-minute period where he had the yellow and the red psyched, or synced. And he happened to be hitting most of his rails. And that's a hard recipe to argue with in this map. So
definitely. I'm curious what next map will be. It's definitely not going to be Lost World or something. Furious Heights, yeah, okay. So it's Furious Heights, and I've got to say that the way Cypher played this earlier, that makes it very scary. But I actually think that this is, out of all the maps, I actually think this is Twister's best chance, strangely, even though I think this was probably picked by Cypher. But we'll see. The game's getting underway. It's match point for Cypher here in the FACEIT winter season finale. And Cypher gets the rail spawn. Should have a red as well. No! This spawn, man, this has happened before as well.
That's a tough spawn. You gotta... I mean, you're supposed to look both ways from the grenade launcher spawn to see where the other guy spawned, but...
Is this going to happen again? Oh no, Cypher's missing all of his... sorry, Twister's missing all of his shots. I was going to say, you know, if Twister got the perfect start and did what he did to Evil, then that would have been awesome, but he's not going to have any such luck, unfortunately.
Is it just me, or did he leave a railgun down there? No?
I don't know, actually.
Okay.
Cypher is perched above. Look at his rockets coming in. But he has no rail though, so this is a dangerous game playing from that long range area with no railgun. Could be susceptible to damage, but here Twister just gets caught out by Cypher. Cypher just handily just destroys him there in that fight. Gonna get this red pickup, and after this red he's got plenty of time to make his way to Mega if he wants to. But in fact he's gonna get the railgun, he's gonna get some health, he's gonna get a yellow. And will he still get to Mega in time? It remains to be seen. Looks like not.
He's not even trying.
But Twister hasn't even gone for it yet. I mean, he had plenty of time, and now Twister is going to suffer a lot of damage because he was a little bit too slow onto the Mega. And Cypher maybe could have done more if he was earlier. He could have even maybe stolen it or taken it. But nevertheless, red fight incoming, and Twister just gets annihilated by the incoming rockets from the sky there, Cypher. So far, it doesn't look like Twister's really playing as good as before.
No, it's a very dangerous moment in the game for Twister, because it's kind of like right around the point where if he keeps attacking with this pace while Cypher's this healthy, he's going to get a lead that he can't recover. So, I don't know, let's see.
Yep, and Cypher moving through onto this Mega position once again. He gets another hit. Impressive. Cypher moving through this area, Toxic's favorite spot on this map. He loves to stand there and just catch people. It's really quite depressing how he traps people and grabs them with his huge arms and just squeezes the life out of them. Cypher moving towards the Mega area, catches Twister with a lot of LG there. And he drops back for the red. So he's really playing it slow right now. I think maybe Cypher could be of the mind where he's like, you know what, I don't have to play risky against Twister because he will make mistakes. And if I just play a solid duel game where I don't try to look for anything crazy, the frags will come to me. I think maybe he would be of that mind, but we'll see. And right now he's waiting for a red armor to spawn. And then red armor spawns for him indeed.
Let's see how Twister's doing.
He's chilling around the corner it seems, but he's going to back away now. Not much damage for him to be had in that situation there, as he tries to do a long range rail. 3 minutes into this, and it's Cypher's not being able to make a kill yet, and Twister at the same time isn't really building up at all. Like he just has 100 armor still. If Cypher lands a single rail, Twister's crippled. Twister, however, might be able to get a second yellow finally. He does. So now if he just sets up another trap, but I think Cypher is going to be able to predict the traps and the moves of Twister, but we'll see. Twister's hanging around the Mega low areas. Cypher's coming in from behind, and there Twister's going to catch him in the blind spot with the plasma gun. But he did a lot of damage there. He hit a lot of plasma, and it was unreturned as well. So good stuff there from Twister, and he even makes the frag to tie it up, and Cypher seemed somewhat confused to kind of be a little bit like complacent in how he handled the entire situation. But whatever, you know, it's an opportunity now for Twister. we move closer and closer to the halfway point. And the tied game.
So this should be Twister's red.
So you want him to drop for this red?
I wanted to see him maybe go down from the side a bit earlier, but...
Whoa, that grenade. He could... Oh, okay, he knows the exact angle to place the grenade straight on the red. And it actually worked as well.
Very nice.
And I got to say that if that grenade had not connected, it would have not been a frag. It would have been probably him that would have been fragged.
Yeah, or maybe a very, very messy frag.
Which makes it seem like actually a very low percentage play. So I'm not sure if I like that, but at the same time I love the grenades. And Twister's trying to dance around this curve, but actually Cypher's LG bends around curves and he's going to take him down quite easily there as Cypher picks up even more armor. So Cypher's got everything to work with at the moment. He's lacking on some cells, but he can remedy that quite easily in this area as he receives a lot of rocket damage as well. So Cypher is not the healthiest man alive, but Twister's in no position to make any aggressive plays. 2 points of health remaining. Cypher just needs to pull out the LG, but no, he's not going to do it. But then again, Twister's running around 2 points of health. How much does that suck? You can't do anything. You basically give the map up. Trying to search for health.
This is not where he wants to be.
Definitely the case. And I mean, Cypher's 170, 170, and there's Twister with more defensive rockets. But 1 point of health. Okay, finally he dies. Cypher gets the kill. And what else can Cypher do? He's got 1 rocket, could probably use more. And we'll go pick some more up. Twister at the 50 bubble above the red armor. The very typical spot, but he has not got anything but a lightning gun. That could be problematic. Oh, wow. That would have been awesome. Imagine if Cypher was like gonna do the thing where you like edge off of the, like walking off the edge towards the red. The amount of that Twister would have been able to kill him. Like actually kill him, because the damage would be so insane. That was a nice risk from Twister to do that, but he actually does get the frag somehow anyway, and that's going to mean that right now Twister is on an even playing field once again stack-wise, but it's not about being on an even playing field. He's got to find his way to solidifying some kind of control for himself, some kind of stack advantage.
He's not so bad here, actually. I mean, if he can get to the Mega, he should get it. I hope he moves in for this. This is his chance. Oh, wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, and he's really making stuff happen now. He was looking like a defenseless animal before, but now he's looking a little bit more like a badger, like a ferocious kind of crazed badger. Something not too ferocious or crazy, but something that has some claws and that can hurt you instead of a helpless animal. Twister right now has got 200 almost, and with 3 minutes left and 2 frags to go, and a nice rail onto Cypher. He could make this a reality for himself, a victory here on Furious Heights as he hits another rail. But Cypher did get in, like, do some good damage, but Mega's coming up, so there will be a small period of time where Cypher doesn't have to worry about Twister, but that time is almost over. Twister still has yet to find the frags.
I like the look, the way he's peeking there. Oh, very nice.
A direct rocket as well.
That's exactly what he needs. Now he just needs to find him. He needs to guess which health he's going to go for. Nice guess.
Nice. Oh my god. He's coming alive all of a sudden. Twister is becoming alive. 5 seconds till red.
And he heard the drop.
Oh my god, he's just hitting Cypher in the arse again with the rails. Twister can leave the red up for as long as he pleases. He's got so much armor. In fact, to be honest, I would have liked it if he would have gone out and tried to take some damage and then come back to it. But I don't know if that's a great play to make there, but at the same time, Twister's making things happen. He's got the clutch rails, he's got the focus, but how long can it last? Can it last for another minute and 20 seconds? Can it last long enough for him to secure the game? Because he's still a frag behind, he still has to make a frag, and Cypher could survive all that time. Let's see if it happens. Oh, he tries to catch the Cypher. Oh my god, he gets through the teleporter. If he jumps across though, he is susceptible to rails. Oh, he drops down. He's crazy. Why would he drop down? Oh my god, he hits a lot of damage, but that's not going to be enough to survive. 50 health armor, sorry, left on Twister as he is the survivor. So at least Cypher, maybe he was like, okay, I'm not going to get out of here alive. I don't think so. So at least I'm going to maximize the potential damage I can deal. Great rail. Great rails. Twister. Oh, just missing the third. Red is up on the spot. And there's the drop. Cypher coming in for the aggression. Oh, Twister runs out of ammo. That's a fatal mistake, as Twister is now under so much pressure from the Belarusian that Cypher has to back away. 23 points of health is not enough to build a victory on just yet. It looks like an overtime. Mega picked up by Twister. An overtime that would favor Twister heavily. But it is Cypher. Oh, okay. Clutch rail at the last second. Even took me completely by surprise. Great stuff there from Twister. Well done to him to take that map from Cypher. And there's some movie-worthy stuff in that game as well. Not to mention the fact that Twister managed to just come back. I mean, how many frags was it? It was like
3.
Was it 3 frags?
6-3, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe he was down by 4-1 earlier, I think.
Something like that.
That was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Serious.
I mean, Twister managed to, like, if he had any nerve issues before, this is the time when he quashed them. They couldn't have been there because he pulled out the clutch plays, didn't choke it up or anything like that. You know, I hate the concept, or not the concept, but I hate the term or the label of choker. I think it's really damaging and kind of horrible. But he definitely, that's not what he did. He did the opposite of that.
No, I mean,
with clutch.
I mean, he clearly looked a little nervous at some point when he was in that shaft fight, about to win it at the rail.
Oh yes, yeah.
But then he pulled it together with those rails in the last that last minute, and that last second rail. I mean, I didn't even see coming. Like,
yeah, same.
Cypher was just
so boom,
backing up around the corner.
We need an instant replay of that as well as the grenades. So he's just getting a drink, and so we're waiting for that, and then we'll get back into the game afterwards. I think I could use a drink as well. Something with honey in it. I hear that's good for the vocal cords.
I've heard that.
Or maybe, didn't you suggest something lemony before, or something? What should I consume, viewers of FACEIT, for my throat woes? Yeah. I heard something very horrible in my ear there from the production crew. They think they're very funny with the stuff that they say, but they're not as funny as they think they are. Anyways, Twister and Cypher are ready to go, I think, more or less. So, I mean, I cannot possibly see Twister pulling out an upset against Cypher, especially after seeing Cypher's form, because he beat Evil.
Right.
He beat the Titan, Evil, and Evil has a lot of consistency and a lot of raw power that's very hard to overcome. But this game is getting underway between Twister and Cypher here. It's the deciding map. It's the Group B of the FACEIT season winter finale, and Twister and Cypher are battling it out here in front of your eyes. As Cypher comes in from above, he hasn't got the stack advantage, but he does have positional advantage, and does get some good rockets. So that's exactly what you would expect, exactly what you would hope for him to do, and that puts him at an advantage right now. And not anymore, as that rocket connected through onto Cypher though. So right now Cypher's looking okay after picking up the red armor, but still he's a little, it's not perfect, it's very even between the two. So where do you expect things to really happen here? What are the players looking for?
So at some point one of these guys is going to go for the mega and the red, and the other will have the chance to get better position as a result. So maybe it'll be like a 100 hit point trade-off versus central position. And then the way they navigate around that will kind of like determine how the map unfolds. So right now we got Cypher immediately going back to middle position, so he's not playing that game, I guess. And I think he's guessing that Twister is going to try to sneak a load of red, but Twister does not seem to be trying to do that right now. So maybe Twister's at the shards by the shotgun. Maybe he's oh, there he is. He's at the plasma. Yes, that's pretty bad for Twister. He should have no armor now. So
It's really nice how Cypher, you know, without any frags happening or anything, he managed to kind of push his opponent around the map to be able to take all the major items. And look at the rocket jump coming up. It's his time, and he pulls out the rockets, and the shaft comes out as well to finish the job. There is the frag, there is the lead, and there is the items all lined up there for Cypher like dominoes falling in tandem. Cypher going to pick up this yellow as well 2 minutes into this game, and almost a perfect rocket connection there onto Twister. But Twister's in a lot of trouble at the moment.
Yeah, this is the toughest part of the game for Twister. He's got to be really patient here. If he goes for the rocket too early, he'll die.
What is a good way to apply damage in this situation for Twister? Because I mean, let's look at Twister's aims here, because his aims are to get back into the game. How does he do that? He needs to get enough stack so that he can be close, like within 50 to 100 armor points of health and armor of his opponent. And to do that, he's got to do some damage and also pick stuff up. So how does he do any damage to his opponent?
So the first thing I think when you're in the lightning gun room like that is you'll have some weapons, but you need to get onto the side of the map where you can move around more. So you need to get over to like the 50 health or the 5 health bubbles. So Twister already did that, but then he took a lot of damage. And then after you get there, you just got to kind of read where your opponent's going and go for the item he's not going for.
Indeed, it is definitely a one way to make things better for yourself, but Twister at the moment is not succeeding. Let's see if he's able to do something here, because typically it seems that he is not super great out of control. In control he seems pretty good, but it seems like a bit of not a glaring difference, but to be, you know, a difference that's noticeable to me sometimes, that other players are of the top 8 that we have here today tend to be much sneakier or much better at being a bit wily in their situations when they're out of control. Maybe it's just a bit of bad luck or what I've seen, but it's something I've noticed.
Yeah, one thing I notice when I'm playing this this map and I feel like I'm in good shape in the game is that I keep track of the red armor much more than I would otherwise when I'm out of control. It's kind of like one of those things, you know, you need to always have in the back of your mind, you know, is my opponent running the red armor? When's he getting it? And if you keep track of that, it presents a lot of opportunities for you to kind of steal it, to sneak the middle map.
And Cypher rocket jump up a bit early for that red. Looks like he's not super on top of his timing right now. I think he mistimed Mega and red there, both at the same time. But nevertheless, he's going to be able to move on to this yellow, and this is a pretty dominant move.
He's giving up quite a bit of the. Twister could have gone to red maybe.
So Twister's on 100 armor. Oh, he's going to hear that. Oh, this could be a trap. No, Cypher doesn't go around the corner. Twister's actually waiting at the shards around the corner, but Cypher didn't move further through there, so there's no trap.
It's probably best for Twister that the trap was not taken actually, just because I don't think the first rocket would have offset the stack difference.
And now he does have the extra 150, although it just was diminished by the LG work of Cypher. And right now, Twister is still with 100 armor, so that's actually okay. The problem is that he's not really getting a huge amount out of this so far. I mean, what is the best thing for him to look for? He's got 150 armor. You know, he's pretty much out of control. He maybe doesn't have the item times. Oh my god, perfect LG. But what should he have done? Because he just got caught in the open and just got destroyed. But what would have been better, do you think?
Yeah, I mean
look for a trap or something.
You know, I mean, at that point, he had Cypher on the LG side of the map, so there are lots of ways you can do damage to someone leaving that.
And Twister is with 60 health and 15 armor. Things are looking bad for him once again. Back to the drawing board it is. But Cypher is bringing weapons to the drawing board and gunning down Twister as he tried to think of anything to do back at that shard area of the map at the 50. Cypher once again landing some good damage, and Twister really feeling his weapon disadvantage there. As Cypher picks up, or doesn't pick up the Mega. There we go. Gonna get this red as well. So Cypher is in amazingly good shape Twister's built up to 75 armor. He's at the 5 health bubble, the shotgun and mega side of the map, and Cypher's going to be able to take away the yellow from the lightning gun area. So Cypher is very, very healthy, but he does not know where his opponent is. And Twister's been creeping around the entire time, so he knows exactly where Cypher is, more or less. And now he's moved his way back into the LG area. So he's been playing, he's surviving quite well right now, moving around pretty well. But the upper yellow was up, and there's Twister. Should be able to get this. And he could have gone for more damage maybe, but is Cypher going to bring it to him? Looks like not just yet. He takes the mega first. Twister escaping once again. Twister not really able to get a frag just yet.
No, I mean, they were about even in stack maybe 30 seconds ago. And then, yeah, Cypher just outmaneuvered him with a mega.
And Twister here is finally, once again, pretty stacked. He's got 200 armor. He's built his way up to that point after much hard work. Cypher, though, is really incredibly good at damaging Twister, though. Look at the LG. It's super strong. Oh my god, and this is the thing, like, Twister was building up, playing cautious, trying to be sneaky, and then Cypher just like, oh, I can just aim, and then you'll die. And that's more or less just what happened. So all of that, the waiting and the delaying and the trying to be careful just didn't really work out for Twister, so is he going to keep going for that, or is he starting to run out of time? Does he start to have to go for really aggressive options now? Because Cypher's looking like he's super strong here. You like the dive for the mega there? It looked like he had the time.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's he's clearly getting a little desperate. It's only 2 minutes left. Yeah, I mean, it can be hard when you're playing a really patient game like this, you know, to know which of the moments that come every 3 minutes is the right one to attack in. And I guess in that last one, it was just, you know, I mean, maybe one should just credit Cypher's lightning inning and say that it was sharper than you know, might be reasonably expected, or maybe Twister moved a bit too predictably. He kind of just moved in a line, in a straight line towards the exit, and anytime you know that your opponent's moving directly towards an exit, it's usually much easier to hit them with a lightning gun.
That is very true.
1 minute.
So you know we're drawing closer and closer towards this single elimination bracket. The next match, Evil Pavel, is the last group game of today, and we've been doing this like 7 hours or something. I think.
I have no idea.
I don't know, what time is it now? I don't even know. We've been doing this for quite some time. Something like 7 hours, I think, since 10ish, something like that. So anyway, it's a long time to get all the groups played, but we got it done, more or less. We're close. Evil and Pavel is the next match after this one, which should be a very interesting match as well. Twister did put on a good show, definitely. But
it's a deciding match, isn't it?
Yeah, it's this one?
No, the next one.
Oh, the next one?
Evil and Pavel?
Yes. I think you're right. We need to note down the scores. But anyway, Evil vs Pavel will be a great game. The thing is, the two like intimately know each other's play style and how they think, because they just played together so much. I mean, when you look at Russia, and you look at the top 3 Russian players, you have Evil, Kula, Pavel. That's the top 3 Russian players. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how they fare against one another once again. And it should be a good game, and it usually is. So we have that to look forward to. But GGs are exchanged. Well played to Twister. You know, he put up some good performances today, and of course we're not going to see him anymore today because he's definitely out the groups. But again, props to him, and I hope that he keeps on keeping on. I don't know what I'm saying.
Clear.
Something like that. It goes something like that. Whatever. Yeah. But anyway, we'll go to a quick break or a moderate break. I don't even know. But we'll be back with Pavel and Evil here, brought to you by FACEIT.